Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. So, we got ourselves another toy, a shawarma cooker. So, it is a beautiful Saturday here in the Valley of the Sun. Tomorrow I've got about 20-25 people coming over and I want to feed them right. We're going to make preps today to serve them tomorrow some lemon saffron chicken shawarma. So stay tuned, we got a bunch of prep to do today. Alrighty, let's get the marinade for this incredible meal together. The order that I'm doing this is totally controlled by the girls who are out getting some supplies that I didn't have. So, in the meantime, what I do have is onions. Now, I am tripling this recipe because we're making this for 20 to 25 people. All of the ingredients, the amounts, and their directions for a 3-pound batch of this are down in the description. So give it a look. I am going to prep 3 onions for shredding. Now you can do this with a hand grater too, but since I'm doing 3, that's way too much of a chance of losing all of the skin on my knuckles, and I like my skin. All of those onions are going into a large pan to marinate. Now since I'm doing 10 pounds, I have this abnormally huge pan over here. You do your 3 pounds, you get away with a smaller one. Next thing we're gonna do is prepare our saffron. So for 3 pounds, you need about a teaspoon. I'm doing 10, so I'm gonna go about a tablespoon. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, and it will turn your hands yellow, so I'm putting the gloves on first. So we need about a tablespoon of water for each teaspoon of saffron, so I'm gonna need about 3 tablespoons of water. I got my hot water here, I got my saffron, I'm gonna put it in my glove, eyeball a tablespoon. I mean, this stuff is strong, so you don't want to put too much extra. I'm going to break them up a little bit, get them into the bowl, and then eyeball about 3 tablespoons of water. And now we're going to let that set for about 5 minutes. All right, in with my onions goes salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add my Greek yogurt. We're going to have to eyeball it and add half of our saffron mixture because the other half is going to help make us a glaze tomorrow. As I said, the most expensive spice in the world, but a little goes a very long way. Now, I'm going to start to mix this together. I'm going to drizzle in my olive oil and the lemon juice. All right, you end up with something like that. Now it's time to pound some chicken. What in the cluck? All right, so I need to get all this chicken thin because it's going to go on that vertical spit that we talked about earlier. So we do have a mixture of white meat and dark meat. Got some chicken thighs. I'm going to put plastic wrap on either side of them, whack them a bunch of times with a mallet, get them as flat as I can. And then I also have this thin cut chicken breast. All of that's going to go in the marinade and we'll get it mixed together. So we'll see you once I'm ready for that step. All right, to tell you the truth, the chicken pounding went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. So, last thing I got to do is get these mixed up. Again, I got the gloves on because saffron will turn your hands yellow quicker than anything. This marinade is so freaking delicious. You want to make sure that every piece of meat that you put in here gets fully covered. So that's what I'm doing. And then this is going into, for me, since it's such a huge container, a cooler overnight. If you do a normal amount for just your family, then you're going to put it in your refrigerator. Unless it's full of like beer, and then use one of the coolers. Alrighty, so gonna cover this with plastic wrap into the cooler, and tomorrow it'll be shawarma time. We will see you then. Here we are on shawarma day. The chicken has been setting in that incredible marinade overnight. Now it's time to get the vertical spit loaded. I'm going to get the director in here to help me. And yeah, we're definitely going to wear gloves because there is saffron in this. Doesn't that marinade smell absolutely incredible?
Yes.
All Alrighty, so we made it outside without dripping saffron marinade all over the house. Now I'm going to get this loaded up. All right, let's get this bad boy fired up. Go to start. I can hear the gas. There we go. I can feel the heat. Got one of them done. Now the other one. We're in there. Now we start the turner. And allow the magic to happen. So, we'll check in every once in a while and see how this is going, and we'll see you again when it's time to start carving meat off of this. Alrighty, so we got some of the chicken done. It is time to get judgment from Charlotte.
So it's stuffed in a pita with pickled onions, feta, some romaine lettuce, and what else? Is that it?
Tzatziki.
Oh, and a little bit of tzatziki.
I have no idea. I've been out cooking. The girls been doing crazy things inside, as they normally do. What do you say?
It is so good. It is so. Now I love the lemon saffron chicken wings, but this is a much easier way to eat it.
Oh yeah. All right, so there you go, guys. If you want to get yourself a shawarma cooker, you'll initially get some resistance from the women folk, but once you cook them something good, it'll be all right. So go ahead and do that. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today, and until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.